Hello, I'm back again. Sorry. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what was my experience, work-life experience in India. So, and I'll try to generalize after talking to a few folks in India. So what they have felt after returning to India, what is my experience, and in general, what NRIs or people who lived outside of the India for a long time feel when they come back to India about the in general work-life experience in India. Again, specific to my experiences and the friends' experiences I have heard from. So, again, I'm no expert on any of these views, so just my experiences and my perspective. So please be cognizant about it that if you're making any decisions, please make sure to, understand and then make the decision. So work-life experience in India is definitely different than America. I'll tell you why. So first of all, there are a few different kind of companies in India. Okay. So one is like a service-based companies, which is like Infosys, TCS, and all those kind of companies. Second is product-based companies. When I say product-based companies, the companies who have offices in India and they have big offices in America. Like for example, some fintechs, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all those sort of companies. They're not kind of product based, but they have some of the team in America and they have office in India also. The third kind is like product based, purely product based companies and big companies like Google, Amazon, those kind of companies. And fourth is the startup, which are like founded in India and they have the offices in India and they're trying to do different things. For that matter, like a Flipkart and those kind of companies, right? So when an NRI returns to India, like when I returned to India, I had a different work-life experience here compared to America. Is it good or bad? No, it's basically you're geographically located in different place than a business. So if you work for a company like service-based company, you have a clients like Infosys have some clients or TCS or any other Cognizant. These companies have clients sitting in some different countries and you're working for them. So that is totally different ball game. I'm not in those companies, so I cannot comment much on those. But my friends who works there, their experience is different because you need to support the client in different business hours. So when you support the client in different business hours, you need to be available in those business hours, of course, right? So are there set working hours? I don't see in IT industry like any set working hours in any company. But most of the companies are now flexible with the working hours, given after the COVID, they realized that people are working from different locations. Work-life balance is really important for people and all other sort of things like family life and those things. So I haven't heard anything bad about it. Like people figure out the ways, like they go to office in the morning hours, like maybe after 11 a.m. or something like that, be in the office for a few hours, go back home, take the evening calls from the home, those kind of things. So it's all good, those are the service-based companies. Now, second is the companies who have offices in America, like multinational companies. Not, like not multinational, but their whole business is in America, but they have offices in India also, just like development centers or offshore development center, they used to call it. Those companies, I belong to one of those companies, and what happens there is like you have office in America, you have office in India. Now the business people are sitting in America, you're sitting in India. So definitely there is a time difference. You need to work in overlapping hours with America. My business is in the Eastern hours. Business people sits in Eastern Standard Time, so it's not that difficult. But you have to spend some evening time with them, right? In India's evening time with them. So that is given the job profile, And again, most of the people are working till 8, 9 o'clock, whatever time. But sometimes I usually go extra just because I need to get some business done. I work with business closely, so I need to get some things done. So you have to do that. There is no other choice with that. So if you're a person who just really want to stick with the timing, that is possible. But you cannot be like America where 9 to 5 and you're done, because business is there, everybody's there. So you probably don't work with anybody in offshore. But If you work with the people in other country and living in America, same thing applies to you. But again, I don't find any differences there. Those jobs and those companies are also good. It just depends, it's like, if I'm pretty, being honest with you, is like, I don't find it difficult at all. Sometimes it is. I try to manage my time well. I try to see how the things are, try to put things in perspective and manage things. Reschedule timing if it's very late in the evening. Request to reschedule, those kind of things always happen. People are very open, if you communicate well with them. Third kind of companies are the companies like Amazon and those kind of companies. They also have the similar things. They have offices in different locations. People are sitting in PST, Pacific time zones, EST, and all those CST, Central time, all those time zones. So if you're working with those locations, you need to be provide some overlapping time and all those things. You need to do that. But it's all good, It's again depending on the different hours. Most of the companies are pretty flexible with the hours, and they support your family life, they support your different timings and those kind of things. So I don't think so it's a big challenge there. Fourth is the product-based companies in India, which are like founded in India and everybody's in India. They also have different kind of products, but they are usually a little bit aggressive in terms of the deliveries and all those things. And of course, you're getting paid for those kind of things because you're doing that. So you're working for those kind of companies, so you're paid handsomely again in those companies, but you have to put extra hours. It's those are like product-based companies. And I feel if you're really aligned to the goal, you don't feel like those extra hours a pinch. But eventually, if you have a family, you want to you're giving a care to your parents or something like that, then probably you may not feel that happy. But again, it's given a choice. You have all these different kind of companies where you can go and work. Some people told me when you come back to India from America that you will have to deal with a lot of politics and all those sort of things. That there is too much politics in India. The people you work with, they're a lot of politically connected. I feel I really don't care about those things much. Given I focus on my things. I focus on the business problems. I try to solve my stuff. I try to deliver things. I try to work on the things which makes organization move forward. I'm an enabler. I'm not there to do the politics. If somebody's doing it, it's their ball game. They're happy with it, it's fine. If your boss, you're not like, that's the politics game I'm talked about. So there's nothing much can do about it. Same thing may happen in America also. Some people who doesn't want to work, they try to do all these things to get the credits. Human nature, it happens in everywhere in the world. I feel I saw that happening in America. I haven't seen this here till now. It may happen. I don't care. I don't care, basically. I don't give a damn about it. So basically, for me, those things doesn't exist. Third is like your boss. I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of good people in India. Like the image of boss used to have people like that. The boss is like controlling you and not letting you do these kind of things or that kind of thing. I haven't found people like that yet in India, but it happens everywhere in the world. Again, I worked in America. I saw those kind of bosses. I haven't worked personally with them. I was always lucky to have really good managers, or probably the company I work for is pretty good. People are really nice here, in America also, in India also. So those kind of things, if you don't like your boss, you can change the team, go to a different company. There are all sort of things possible. Don't make the work culture as one of the I don't know if you're getting okay pay and you want to come back. Like satisfactory pay as per your experience and all those things. Again, I cannot comment on what is the satisfactory pay. For some people it's 50 lakhs, some people 1 crore or more than that. I have no idea about it. So if you're getting a satisfactory pay and you're okay with that and you're coming back with your company, you can come and explore. And then if you find that you're not able to manage the things with the current company, you can always move around and find something else. But to be honest with you, people really value employees, good employees who can deliver things and make things happen. So you will not face any of those situations which you are thinking about. And I personally haven't. I don't think so. The world has changed a lot. People are here also. A lot of people moved back from America and other countries and working in your company. so that they know how the things are. They pretty much know how the culture is. They're pretty much trying to make sure that everybody is working, and people get the work-life balance. Your boss is also human, they're not they are also human just like you. They are not there to make your life difficult. Ideally, I see the most of the bosses, they're just trying to make things happen. Work with them. So if you're a person who can work with the boss, or work with the team, or work with the partners, work with the business guys, I don't see why the hell you will have face any issues. You just be an enabler. You do the things, get the things rolling, and if you have good exposure, you have good experience, and things will work out. And my personal goal is make things happen, help others. I work with a lot of different teams. I work with a lot of developers, and I'm trying to help them reach to their goal. I'm trying to help them understand new technologies and those kind of things. So all those things are there. I don't think so you need to worry too much about the job point of view experience, unless your company is really toxic. I haven't seen those kind of things yet, so I cannot comment on it. But if you feel that your current company or the partner in India that you don't like, then don't go there. I would suggest to find a job where you can get what you want and then move, rather than just jumping the boat. But you'll find it. Don't worry too much about it. You'll find it. Most of the people are good. I would suggest take a transfer from your company and come back, figure out the things here. You will like it. You'll not notice the difference, and then go from there. Don't worry too much about everything about the company and all those things at first time itself. Again, I try to cover some of the points, but again, I generalize this from my experience, other people's experiences. If you want me to cover anything else, or you want me to talk about more about specific things, please ask questions or comment. Again, these are my experiences. I talk to people. I have friends in all the companies, like pretty much most of the companies. So I get to hear from them, So it's, again, one thing I noticed, the more the pay, people are paying you more, they want more things from you. Again, technology wise, if you're in the niche skill, you'll definitely get paid more. So develop skills, work on the skills, and you'll find better things. And India is equally good in terms of the opportunities, so you'll not have any issues. Cool. So that's all. I'll try to make more videos as we go, and please suggest, comment, and appreciate your support. Thank you very much.